everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to another Makeup Monday video. So today's video is my hashtag Team Project Pan 2020. This is hosted by Kat and Hailey from the Beauty News channel, but from their personal channels, not from the Beauty News channel, if you know what I mean. I will link all of their information for you down below. There are other people joining in with this project as well. So if you were to just search the hashtag Team Project Pan 2020, you will see all of the lovely ladies that are joining in with Kat and Hailey as well. So let's get straight into my products. So first off, my MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Primer in the pink shade. Last month this weighed 57.74 grams and now it weighs 54.72 grams. So yeah, definitely had some usage on this. It is definitely feeling heavier on this side than this side now. I don't think this is going to take much longer to use up. I reckon it's got another month in it. It could be empty by the end of May. Let's fingers crossed. The next product I have is my Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define. What are you? Concealer. And last month this weighed 15.81 grams and now weighs 14.98. So some definite usage going on there. This is a random way to do it, but it's all written down in my book in this order, so this is the order we're going down. For my Freedom Duo Sculpt Bronzer, it is looking like that. I'm still not seeing any sort of, I don't know, it seems to be going down on this side here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a little bit lower on this side of the pan than it seems to be on this side. I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, that's a better angle. So as you can see, it's slightly lower on this side than on this side. So yeah, hopefully that is a good representation. But on last weigh-in it was 65.8 grams and now weighs 64.43 grams. Okay, so moving on to my Rocketeur blush from Benefit. This is how it's looking now. So you can see there's a definite dip going on sort of in the middle there. So yeah. And on last weigh day this was 12.03 and now weighs 11.85. This is why I got my scales, because I look at this blush and I go, nothing happened. From last month to this month, nothing happened. But it obviously has. It's gone from 12 grams to 11.85. It's gone literally, it's lost what, 0.18 grams, I think. I don't know, it's almost lost, yeah, 0.2 grams. So that's good, like it's all good. And I've kind of been cheating a little bit as well, because I've kind of been using this with an eye brush and using it as a crease colour. But shh, don't tell people that. It's a secret. Okay, what's next on my list? Maybelline Colour Tattoo. So this is my Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Permanent Taupe. I use this as a cream eye base. I actually have it on underneath my eyeshadow today. So I put it on the lid. Like most people would use a concealer to do like a cut crease to help their lid shade stand out a bit more. I use cream eyeshadows. So yeah, that's how I use this. And I've got pan up here, which is slowly but surely starting to expand, but not by much. So at last weigh-in It was 44.19, now weighs 44.18. We're going to be here a while, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the next item is my MAC Single Shadow in Sun Spec. I have been falling in love with this eyeshadow. So we can see a definite dip going on in there. This is absolutely stunning. So there is the shade. Absolutely stunning colour, really, really pretty, especially in the crease. This is absolutely stunning. So on the last check-in, this was 12.5 grams and now weighs 12.47 grams. So that's really good. The next item is my new overnight mask. So this is like a nighttime face mask that you just apply. You don't have to wash it off or anything. It's just like an extra thick night cream. So yeah, there's just that. I can see like to the bottom now, like you can see my hand moving in the back there. So that's how much product is in there. And at last weighing, this was 159.25 grams and now weighs 150.9 grams. So almost 9 grams gone, which is good because this is heavy packaging. So I'm guessing maybe another month, maybe 2 months, and this will be finished. The next item is my perfume, and this is the Avon Look Limitless perfume. So it is like that. I don't know if you can see this, but you can see the mark here where I was last time, and now I am down to here. It's very hard marking this glass bottle because as soon as I make the swipe, it starts to rub off. So yeah, or as I use it, my hand is rubbing off the marking. So I was there last month and now I'm down to here. So that's a lot of use. And I reckon if I use it at the same rate as I used it this month, then this should be an empty for next month. So the weight last month was 153.05 and it now weighs 141.85. So yeah, I reckon 1 more month's use and this will be finished. I've actually been looking for some more perfumes because after I've used that one, I've only got 2 full-size perfumes left and then a couple of of the minis. I don't wear perfume all the time, but I do like to have a variety of perfumes to use. So yeah, I am looking at possibly asking my husband for one for Christmas, so that by then I will probably only have 1 perfume left, because obviously we've got another 6 months till Christmas, so I'll probably use up the majority of another one after this. So yeah. The next item, I honestly thought this item was going to be finished in this project, in this month's update, but there is a tiny bit left. It is my Revolution Fast Base foundation stick, and that is it. That is what I have left. There is not much there at all. There's just a tiny little dome. Now most people might say, well, that's finished, Nicola. Just call it finished. You're not going to get a full face of foundation out of that. But I don't just use it for foundation. I use this as my eye base. So I will put a swipe onto both lids, blend it out with a brush, and then use a cream eyeshadow just to set that, and then do my eye look. So I figured that I can continue to use this until it stops applying on my eyes. I'm not going to be able to use it as a foundation anymore, so I am going to I'm going to bring in another foundation, for this project, because I'm not going to use this as my foundation anymore. But at last weigh-in, this was 29.1 grams and is now 27.57 grams. So yeah, I am going to roll this out as my foundation, but I am going to keep it in just for like my eyes, for using on my eyes. So I will show you which foundation I'm going to bring in at the end of the video. The next product I have is my Body Shop lotion, and I'm happy to say we have pan. Look at that. Oh, so we have big pan there. Obviously all of this side is still almost full, like it's up to the top and that, but there is definite pan down one side. I may squish this back down, but I kind of like that it's all shoved to one side because it makes it easier to put my hands in, and I don't get it all stuck under my fingernails. It's just the way it is when you have long nails. So on last weigh-in it was 165.15 grams and it now weighs 137.03. That's like nearly 30 grams off this product. Like, that is unbelievable, and it's still not empty. Wow. So this is going to keep going for quite a while. Okay, moving on. The next item I have is my collection pressed powder in Candlelight. Now, I thought this was going to be finished, but as you can see, I still have product around the edge. I don't know if I'm going to repress this or not. I think I might, because it's just getting harder and harder to get a full brush worth of the powder. So I don't know, I might repress it before next, like after I filmed, like maybe over the weekend I might repress it, but I am definitely 100% sure this is going to be an empty next month. But the weight of this were last month it was 21.51 grams and now it's 18.78, so that was really good. That's almost like 3 grams worth of product gone, so that is bonus. The next item is this highlighter. It is in a Physicians Formula box, but it was a repressed one, so we have that here. That's what it's currently looking like. I'm kind of trying to work on this side here. I don't know if you can see if there's a dip going there. I don't know. It's looking a lot thinner here than it used to be, so I don't know. But its previous weight was 55.94 and now works out and now weighs 55.84, so we've lost 0.1 of a gram. We're going to be here a while. So that is that. And then last month I brought in my new, well, it wasn't new, it was half used up anyway, my Cute Balm's Macaroon Tinted Lip Balm, and it currently looks like this. So as you can see, I have pan here, and I was trying to work on this side here, but I was finding that I was really struggling to get my finger in there, so I started working on this side here. But yeah, as you can see, it's definitely getting low. So last month when I brought it in, it weighed 12.99 grams and now weighs 12.47. So there's some definite use going on there. This is a little harder to use up because it is in a pot and I do have to use my fingers. So it's not as easy as the stick ones, because I don't put this on my side table when I'm sat downstairs, which is how I normally use up my lip balms. I've got a different one for downstairs, so this one stays up here and generally only gets used in the morning and in the evening, or if I'm sat in my room reading. So yeah, I'll sometimes apply this. So yeah, it's not getting used as often as the stick lip balms that I normally have, but it is getting some use. Also, last month I brought in my Avon nail polish in the shade Mystical Mermaids. So it is this beautiful blue, and last month I was up here because I already had some usage on it. So this is where I started, and this is where I am now. So as you can see the line there. So this polish, I wore this twice, I want to say, 2-3 times. Might have been 3 times, and each time I used a different topper with it, because this polish dries down to a satin matte finish. So it's not shiny, but it's not matte. It's kind of somewhere in between, and I'm not sure I like the finish on this. If this was a glossy finish, I would love this colour, but it's not. So I've been using some of my toppers, some of my glitters over the top of this, and some of my Barry M Under the Sea polishes over this, because they are like what I call a transformer kind of polish. Some of the manicures I've done I've liked, and then some of the others I've not liked. And I think there was one that I absolutely loved. It looked amazing. Even my husband was, "What have you got on your nails? That looks awesome. I like that colour." And I was like, "Oh, it's a combination of this and this." So yeah, I really, really like playing with this. It's very versatile. I can use a lot of my toppers with this. So I'm not just getting use out of this nail polish, I'm getting use out of other nail polishes that I generally wouldn't normally get to wear, because most of my nail polishes have a nice enough finish that I don't need a glitter topper or a shimmer over the top. So it's nice to get those types of polishes used as well while I'm trying to use this one up. So yeah, lots of progress. Last month this came in at 47.36 grams and now weighs 46.1 grams. So lots of use there, but as you can see, it's definitely going down, and at this rate I think it should take me maybe 6 or 8 more uses, which I can possibly do when in the next month or two. So yeah, it should only take me about 2 months maximum to use up this nail polish, which is good, because I don't think I've finished a nail polish this year yet. So that will be good. One polish in 6 months, that'll be great. So let's go for my lipsticks first. So this is a mini Makeup Forever lipstick. So it is that, and I have it on today. Last month this weighed 7.41 grams and now weighs 7.26 grams. So there is some definite usage there. And if I show you on my little chart, don't know if you can see, I'll turn down the white here. So here is the lipstick, and so the dark part was how much I used up last month, and then this month is just to this line here, so that is how much I've used. The next item is my Goof Proof brow pencil, and this sucker, like every time I do my brows I'm using this item, like all the time I use this. So last month it weighed 4.34 and now weighs 4.33. It's used 0.01 of a gram. Last month it had only used 0.01 of a gram. If I am only using 0.01 of a gram per month, I'm still going to be panning this next year. This is going to last me forever, And when I went to note the difference on my paper, there was no difference. No difference at all. I am never buying another brow pencil in all of my life. I'm just going to use powders from now on. I'm not buying... I have one brow pencil left in my collection, other than this. But other than that, I am never buying another brow pencil ever again. It's going too slowly. Okay, so the next one is my Lena Bacardi. This is a lip pencil, and this is how much I have left. Last month it weighed 1.98 grams and now weighs 1.75 grams. And I have used this much. So you can see that dark bit was what I used the previous month, and then to this line now is how much I've used this month. So it's used quite a lot. I will say that it definitely needed a bit of a sharpen bit more often this month, but I have been using this with every lip colour really, unless I was wearing like a pinkish colour or no, I've used this every time. I think I have. I think I've used this every time. Whatever. I've just been really going for this one. So yeah, there's a lot of progress on there. And my final pencil is the saturated colour like multitasker pencil in gingerbread. This is how much I have left. And this one weighed 1.63 grams last month, now weighs 1.5 grams. And the usage on this one is, the dark bit was last month's usage, and then this bit is this month's usage. So yeah, that is that one. So as you can see, everything apart from that goddamn goof-proof brow pencil is slowly but surely getting used, and that's what we like to see. I could call this an empty this month, but I'm not quite there yet. But yeah, oh, I better get myself a foundation for the next month, so I better bring that in. So I have decided to bring in this tiny little sample pot of the MAC Studio Fix foundation in NC20. Both me and my daughter went into our MAC store many months ago, I think way before Christmas last year. Didn't I buy her it for Christmas? Anyway, it was definitely last year. We both went into the MAC store and we both got a sample pot, and then my daughter used her sample pot, really loved it, told me she loved it, so I went in and bought her a full-size bottle in her shade for her. And my sample pot is still sat here, and it is still pretty full. Like, look at that. That's gonna drip out. I'm going to put the lid back on. So yeah, I have used this maybe twice. But I think I'm going to use up this little pot because my makeup inventory is going to be due in June, and I count samples in my makeup inventory as one. I don't differentiate between sample sizes and full sizes. I count them all as a single item. And so this tiny little pot is one foundation in my collection. I shouldn't get more than a month's use out of this. So if I can get this used up in May, then I can use up a whole foundation before I do my makeup inventory, and I can then pat myself on the back because I will have reduced my foundations by 1. Well, by 2, because I will have finished both of these by June. So yeah, I am going to be using up my MAC Studio Fix foundation sample in NC20. So that is going to come into my collection. I will of course weigh that after I've finished filming, put that into my logbook so that I can give you hopefully the weight of it next month if I haven't finished all of it by then, which I should do. I hopefully will. I should do. I might not. I will. Be confident. Okay, so that is my update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!